You ever get that feeling that the internet is, well, reading your mind? It's not your imagination. There's this powerful, unseen force that's shaping almost everything you do online. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this invisible engine. I mean, really think about it. How does Netflix manage to suggest that one perfect show right when you were about to give up scrolling for the night? Or how does Amazon suddenly dangle that one thing you didn't even know you needed, but now you absolutely have to have it? Well, it's not some kind of digital fortune teller. It's data. We're talking about massive, unbelievable amounts of it, all being collected, crunched, and used to make your online world feel like it was built just for you. And here's the thing you got to understand. Data analytics isn't just another tool in the toolbox. No, it is the engine. It's the very heart of the modern digital economy, letting companies see around the corner and make smarter moves way faster than ever before. But, it wasn't always like this, not even close. So let's take a look at the huge shift that took us from making decisions based on a gut feeling to strategies built on cold, hard data. Believe it or not, this whole story kind of starts back in the 60s with these super basic databases. Think of them like digital filing cabinets. Then fast forward to the 90s and boom, the internet happens. And suddenly there's a flood of new data from every website click. By the 2010s, with a smartphone in every single pocket, we were officially in the age of big data. Every like, every share, every search, it all became another piece of the puzzle. And the difference is just night and day. We went from the Mad Men era of advertising, right, where some creative genius's intuition was king, to today, where everything is A/B tested and analyzed in real time. Back then, you had to wait weeks for a focus group to tell you if your ad worked. Now, businesses have this complete 360-degree view of their customers, and they have it instantly. Okay, so companies are drowning in all this data. How do they actually make sense of it all? Well, this is where AI steps in. It's like a digital crystal ball that can actually predict what we're probably going to do next. The tech that makes this possible is called predictive analytics. And put simply, it just uses everything you've done in the past, mixes it with some seriously powerful machine learning, and makes a very, very educated guess about what you'll do in the future. And honestly, it's scary accurate. Let's make this real. Here's an example you've definitely run into. Dynamic pricing. Yeah, if you've ever booked a flight or an Uber during rush hour, you have absolutely experienced this firsthand. And this is where it gets wild. An airline's AI isn't just looking at how many seats are left on the plane. No way. It's constantly scanning what their competitors are charging, it's tracking demand in real time, and yep, it's even looking at your personal browsing history to figure out the absolute perfect price to show you at that exact second. But this whole predictive thing isn't just about price. It's also about creating an experience that's so personal, it feels like you've got your own stylist on call. So here's how they do it. Sephora's AI takes everything it knows about you, what you've bought, what you've looked at, and compares it to thousands of other shoppers who have similar tastes. Then it filters all that through your specific preferences, like, say, if you only want vegan products. And what you get is a list of recommendations that feels like it was handpicked just for you. Okay, so using data to predict the future, that's one thing. But the real game changer, the thing that separates the winners from everyone else, is being able to act on that data right now, instantly. And there's no better example of this than one of the most legendary marketing moments ever. And the best part? It happened completely by accident during the 2013 Super Bowl. Right, so you remember this. The power goes out in this stadium during the biggest game of the year, and while everyone else is just confused, Oreo's team jumps into action. Within minutes, they fire off this simple, genius tweet that just completely owned the moment. It went viral instantly. So how on earth did they do it so fast? Well, it really boiled down to three things. One, they were listening. They were actively monitoring what people were talking about online. Two, they had a team that was empowered to act right then and there. And three, they could execute without getting bogged down by a dozen layers of approval. It was just the perfect storm of data, speed, and creativity. All of this is already so powerful, but honestly, it's just the beginning. So where is all this headed? What's the next chapter for data analytics? We're looking at a future with hyper-automation, where AIs adjust entire business strategies on the fly with zero human input. But maybe even wilder is this idea of anticipatory personalization. Think about your smart fridge not ordering milk when you run out, but ordering it because it predicts you're about to run out based on your habits. That's where we're going. Companies knowing what you need before you even do. But all of this incredible power, this amazing convenience,
it brings up a huge question. As this tech gets better and better at predicting our every single move, where do we draw the line?
And this leads us to the ethical tightrope that everyone, businesses and us, are now walking. The more powerful this all gets, the bigger the responsibility to use it ethically. Things like being transparent about what data you're collecting, giving people real control over their info, and having rock-solid security, those aren't just nice-to-haves anymore. They are essential for trust. The goal always has to be helping people, not manipulating them.
So that leaves us with one last really big thought. This invisible engine is getting smarter every single day, making our lives easier and more personal. But as we keep moving forward, the real challenge for all of us, as businesses, as customers, as citizens, is going to be deciding where that line is. The line between what's genuinely helpful and what's just plain invasive.